Hi everyone, welcome back to another Skyrim Player Home mod showcase video. And in this time we're going to take a look at this Whiterun Cottage by the creator Greenstone. A huge shout out to the creator Greenstone for this mod. And you can find the mod in Nexus. Without any further ado, let me just tell one or two lines for this mod. This mod adds one very cozy small cottage just outside of Whiterun by the foothill of the mountain. And we'll go to Whiterun, we'll check out the mod. And as usual, I'm running it with a Ryzen 5 5500 processor with 16 GB of DDR4 RAM, and for the GPU we have a Radeon RX 550 processor GPU with 4 gigabytes of DDR5 memory. I know this is not sufficient, but Skyrim is a pretty old game. This is quite good enough for Skyrim. Without anything, let's move on to the actual mod. So this is the house. We are just outside of Whiterun, as you can see. If I look back, there is behind me is the Pelagia farm, and I'm sorry for that view. And there you can see the Whiterun castle. It's not a castle, the Jarl's house, but yeah, it's the Dragon Reach. And before we go ahead and check the house and tell you something about the mods that I'm using along with the house mod. So I have the Fabled Forest mod with me, and there is a lighting mod that I use that's called a rustic lighting or something like that. And apart from that, I'm using one mod called Northern Grass, which adds a lot of grass here. Otherwise these fields were quite empty. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the house itself. Before that, I may need to lower the volume a little bit, because I think the background volume is a little much. So I think this is better. So we will go ahead and we will take a look at the mod itself. So as you can see, outside of the house we have a small lamp post. I will once we are inside the house and we have checked everything out, I will wait for some time so that there's darkness at night, and then we will come out and we'll check how this lantern looks. Anyway, so going into the house, first thing first, we need a key for this house, and the key can be found if you go to the right. There is a small area, you have to go up to the stairs. There is a small table and 2 chairs. On top of this table there should be the key. So I've already collected the key, so no problem in that. Apart from all of these things, we have a small gardening area in the house. Let me show you that. So if you go towards here, there is a small bench, some woodcutter's axe and all kept there. Here we have a very small gardening area. We have some fertile soil where we can plant stuff. There's a small lantern here also. It's good enough. If we go towards the back of the house, you'll be able to see that there is a smelter there. Yep, we have a smelter, and you can access this smelter from here. There is also a small ladder here you can use to get down. Anyway, so going to the front of the house, we will get in and we will look at what all amenities the house provides, and yeah, we'll see it from there. In the meantime, if you are playing Skyrim and if you are into modding and if you also have the capability, the physical capability, by physical capability I mean if you have the technical resources like proper amount of GPU and all to mod Skyrim, please do check out the lighting and the Fabled Forest mod. They add beautiful trees all around the total area of Skyrim. So it really changes the atmosphere. Anyway, so we are inside the house. I will go into the first person view. Yeah. So we have one room here. It's a pretty big room, and we have a loft. So let's check the main room first. Towards the right side, we have a kitchen area. We have some cooking pot. We have some food and drinks. These are static items, but they are designed in a pretty good way. These are also static, but it's doable, not a big problem. As you already know, there's a big advantage of having these items as static is that if you do a dragon shout, it's not going to be a big problem. There is a mural here which is from the ancient Nordic ruins. There is a fireplace which is pretty good. We can keep the blade sword in here. There is a mannequin here. I think the mannequin was there, but as we all know, there is a bug with mannequins in Skyrim. They start moving around. So yeah, so this one has come here. So that's one bug that we can see, but it's a universal bug for mannequins. Towards the front, we have a place where we can sit and we can do some work. There is a statue of, I think this is Azura with her star. I don't know if that's Azura or somebody else, but it looked like Azura. We have a skull of a dragon with two arrows coming out of it. That's pretty cool. We have a cupboard. Oh, there's a bookcase. It's pretty good. And we have a black book here. Wow. But it's static, thankfully. Because, like if you have played Skyrim, if you know the lore, you know that black books are dangerous things. They transport you to the realm of Harmias Mora. And Harmias Mora is a evil, twisted thing. Anyway, we have a place, a bed. I think this is a place for the follower, but yeah, I can't be sure of that. A very small curtain keeps the privacy of this room. We have some dwarven architecture here. Oh no, that's not an architecture. That's a design, not a design. Like it's a showpiece kind of thing. We have a grindstone. We have a tanning rack. I really don't know because I have rarely seen these things inside of the house. Mostly they are kept outside. And Whiterun is not such a place where it's constantly snowing and all, so it's not like putting these things outside would put a lot of dent on the health of the worker, but I guess it's manageable. This side is completely dedicated for workbench, like creating armories and all, armors and all. And this side we have the Arcane Enchanter, and we have the Soul Gem storage. These are new things to Soul Gem storage, I guess. You can keep all your Soul Gems in here. And this one is the Alchemy Lab. It's pretty good. In the middle we have a table, we have a drunkard, some lanterns, some tables and chairs. So now we can go ahead and we can see the loft. So here we have some buckets and some pieces of pots and flowers. If we go up on the loft, we have some places where we can store some weapon. There are some weapon plaque. We have a small table again, and this side it feels like it was supposed to be a fireplace, but it became like a place to keep shrines of your deities. And here we have another statue of Izura or something. Okay, jewelry and valuables you can keep here. That's pretty good. Again, these lanterns are here which add a very beautiful vibe. And we have a bed. It's a pretty basic bed, just like the bed below. It's like pretty rusty, made of wood. The basic designed beds you get in Whiterun and all in the I would say taverns and inns. So this is the same kind of bed. There are some straw and a quilt, some pillows. We have a book by the bed which is static. Apart from that, we do have some barrels out there. but I really don't know if there is a way to go up there. I don't think there is a way, but still let me check once again. Oh, at this side we have some books, a beautiful showpiece of a ship, and we have some candles. That's pretty good. I think this is a statue of a greybeard. This is a very unique edition. Like, I haven't seen this. This is pretty cool. Also, I may add that these rags and carpets look really, really good. There is a display case here. Glad to see that it's not static. There is a small candle here, and if I'm not wrong, there is not a way to go up to the top of this place to search for the barrels and all. That's pretty understandable. We have a clothing storage here. In summary, it's a pretty basic house, a very, very basic house. But then again, such cozy houses, if you have some such cozy houses all around the state of Skyrim, it's not a bad thing. I personally believe it's better to have such cozy houses scattered around Skyrim rather than having a big house at one place, because then you have to, every time you have to store away your articles, you have to travel to that house. But one word of caution, try not to store your valuable items in a mod house, because if the mod crashes, then you will lose all your valuable items. Anyway, with that, our video comes to an end. I think we talked about waiting for some time to see how the outside looks at night, because we have a lantern there. That is a pretty rare thing that we see outside of our house. So it's 12:26 p.m. I'll wait for 10 hours. So it'll be 10:26. Let's wait for 11 hours and we'll see. In the meantime, I have also seen one funny thing. There is a guard always patrolling outside of the house behind the farm. So you always have a security outside of the house, even though the Dragonborn doesn't need it. But yeah, it is there. So yeah, okay. Well, for starters, night shouldn't look like this in vanilla Skyrim, but again we are using a mod, so that's why it looks like this, but it's pretty good. We should have some lantern around the house. I think, yeah, there is one there. Oh, it's a lot of clouds in the sky. We shouldn't spend a lot of time outside, I guess. But yeah, anyway, there is one lantern here. I don't know if we have a lantern at the back. Don't know about that. Let's just check that. No, we don't have anything at the back. At this side, do we have anything? Let me check. I'm just using the shift key to walk faster at some point. No, we don't have anything in here. It would be good if we had a lantern here, but I guess the lantern, since we don't have anything on top, the lantern would be wet and then it would go dark. But it's good, we have one lantern there, and that poor fellow is just walking around the Pelagia farm in front of our house all night. I don't know if he's gonna walk all night or not, but I certainly do feel bad for him that, it's so dark and all. And again, this is not the vanilla Skyrim. The vanilla lighting doesn't work like this. You would be able to see a lot of things at night, but since I'm using the lighting mode, and it adds a lot of realistic lighting to the game, so I think I'm gonna keep it. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this mod. I have gone inside the house. I'll just sit down in the main area in front of the fire, and I guess I'll sit at that chair so that I don't have to face the mannequin. And yeah, I think we will call it a day here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys at the next video. Take care. care, keep modding, and yeah, as always, thanks for watching.